Hi, welcome. My name's Dale McCluskey, and in this video, it's part of my series called Flipping the Script. I'm going to be focusing in once again on balanced dog training by way of very popular balanced dog trainer Larry Krohn. I encourage you to check out the videos I've already put out on my Flipping the Script series. Now, one video in particular involving Larry Krohn by way of doing a seminar with another aggressive dog. By way, again, of certain themes I talk about in terms of being dialed into the relationship the right way, being dialed into dog's state of mind in terms of, again, talk about those two core ingredients, influence and control, by way of, again, getting the dog owner, and again, you're going to see the same theme here, which really this video acts almost as a follow-up, okay? To really showcase, really line this up in terms of the confusion that represents balanced dog training. Because here's the thing. On this video, which again, he had just recently posted on his social media, in terms of marketing balanced dog training, in terms of engaging a relationship problem by way of an aggressive dog. So here you see dog owners showing up next to his property, and they're getting out of the vehicle with this aggressive German Shepherd. And again, if you go watch the seminar video, again, one of the major themes is I talk about the point of contact. Okay, I talk about the goals, the themes attached in terms of getting the dog to start to see the dog owner the right way. Okay, but again, I talk about this whole issue about engaging a dog's stinking thinking. Okay, I talk about control manifesting, how it's being expressed, and here you'll see it right away. This dog will be, just as I play this video, lunging out, expressing control, and again, just like the seminar video, okay, you watch the video, you'll see how Krohn is standing out, talking amongst the group of individuals there for the seminar. Leaving the dog owner and dog, kind of out in the wind, so to speak, in a passive role, while he's talking, showing absolutely no interest whatsoever in terms of engaging, of interrupting this dog's state of mind. And you're going to see the exact same thing here, okay, which really kind of reinforces everything I'm saying in terms, again, of one of the central themes by way of the role of influence and control in terms of, being dialed into the relationship, intercepting the dog's state of mind as controls being expressed, as it's manifesting, to change perception of dogs the right way, to engage. And so here, again, the same type of showing up, not, again, engaging right away. And it makes it look almost like trying to be showy in a way, trying to just say, look how bad this is, and but again, what you're going to see here, very interesting as this moves forward. So I'm going to play some of this. I'm going to play this video. It's a very short video anyway, but this is almost acts like a follow-up to the themes I'm talking about by way of balanced dog training. The whole thing here, and again, I talk about just like your parenting style, okay, being set in terms of how you think. When I enter a situation involving a relationship problem with a dog and owner, at the moment of contact, it begins. Okay, I'm getting that person dialed in right away. I'm engaging that level of stinking thinking right away, because the spotlight needs to come on to the owner fully. Okay, because it's all about the dog owner and the relationship with their dog. Okay, but it's about starting to engage, starting to interrupt the dog's state of mind to affect change. Because every moment of an expressed state is about fulfillment. Okay, understand that this is what it's about. It's about, getting people to think different right away. But it comes from, again, the moment of contact. So again, play some of this video, but pay attention. Krohn obviously is filming this. But again, this person, when they show up, because here's the thing, is I would never, I could never, okay, just step back and just watch this go on this way. I mean, it just goes totally against what should be happening.
Come on, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Come on.
Just, I mean, that's ridiculous. Okay, I mean, it's ridiculous because the thing is, you are how you think. Understand when you see dog trainers leaving people, out in the wind like this in a passive role, then you have to think to yourself, what's their idea of training? Just like in the seminar video where, at the moment I taught in the video is called, attempting to find the working level, by way of the confusion balanced dog training, at the moment again of in that video, and I encourage you to watch it before even watching this one. You'll see control manifesting. Rottweilers pulling out front, and then at a certain point, then starting to hit that button for the remote call. Well, the dog is pushing through it, right? And this is the whole thing goes into why, say there's so much controversy surrounding, say the remote call, because it doesn't line up, okay? Because it's, it aligns with the balanced dog trainer idea of things, which does not, is not about being dialed in the right way. Okay, influence does not take a proactive role. Okay, it's not about engaging the dog's state of mind that way. It's reactionary. Okay, it's delayed, and that's a major problem. So therefore, that caller is going to be juiced up. You got to just find the working level means that because you're trying to, intercept. But then you're not dialed in anyway, so that dog's state of mind, it's manifesting. So here you see the same thing here. He's not engaging, he's not stepping in, right? And then this is going to switch over as I play this right here. It's like, what the heck? So here's Krohn in a bite suit. Okay, I mean, this is ridiculous, and ridiculous in the sense of, okay, if it's about intercepting, what's this really about? Because what you're doing here is like saying, well, I don't feel question would be is, well, what is this? Is it about a show? Is it about, he doesn't feel safe? You want to showcase just how aggressive this dog is? I'm sure those things are all part of this, but, like I said before, if it's about change, if it's about, how this transfers over to the dog owner in terms of her role, in terms of the theme of being dialed in and intercepting, this is not it at all. Okay, so here you see him staying in a bite suit, and this dog is going to be, again, expressing control. That's no different than, again, I talk about the context of agreeableness. You watch the video of, the Robert Hines video put out where Robert Hines is stepping into the backyard of a Rottweiler, and he's taking a weak position, basically, but he lets this Rottweiler come right over and start to mount and hump him. Right? I mean, agreeableness, right? Taking control, fulfillment, right? Entering in that weak role. And here's the same type of thing because Krohn's in a bite suit, so this dog is able to express control onto him. But in his mind, he's thinking, well, I have to have some level of protection. Well, the level of protection is the fact of a method that's going to engage the right way, okay, and advocate change. I mean, the messaging here is the same thing about the confusion of balanced dog training. What is this really about? So here the dog's right up on him, and don't get me wrong, there's a role. I talk about this whole thing about, when you get into bite work, okay, we get into protection. I talk about the issues about going through a sequence, cleaning the relationship up first, fading in, as I call it, changing the perception of dogs because everything filters through relationally. It's an expressed state, control, but expressed state of mind, control being expressed in a conditional state, as I call it. Okay, once you're seeing the right way, and then you start to branch off or extend that out from there. This is not what's happening here. He's put a bite suit on to do what? He should be, interrupting this dog's expressed state because this is about now fulfillment again. This is allowing it. Because the theme I tell you is you own you. Okay, when a dog's coming over to, say, in a possessive way or trying to bite into a person, you have to take control. The theme of control, influence and control, those are central themes when it comes to change. But here he's letting the dog express control onto him. And lots of bad things can happen, okay? I mean, what are you going to, because the point is when this dog gets into the bite suit or engaged a certain way, then that the control's already manifesting. The dog's already in there, and the relationship's not changed at all. Okay, this isn't about changing the. I mean, this is like just letting this kind of continue on. Because the question is, what is? Because the question would be, what is this really about here? That would be my question. So again, that's all it shows. You can hear the owner off to the side there. You can hear say, down or whatever. But I mean, there's no level of intentional control through the owner in terms of engagement because it's not happening here either. So all to say, this really reinforces the fact of the confusion that represents, balanced dog training. Because understand when you deal with dogs, I talk about dogs that are these high drive dogs called, I call them 1 percentile dogs. The core ingredients, influence, and control really matter. Okay, I mean, especially this is why trainers get blindsided. This is why bad things happen because you have to look at the fact that, it's like the core ingredients, they really need to come in a very intentional way to reverse course for these dogs because it's an open door. And then how that transfers over to the owner because the process has to continue because again the spotlight has to come on to the owner. But again, coming through again, I talk about the solution. It's by way of a intentional interaction based method. Okay, with those core ingredients are coming in the right way. Again, the theme being dialed into the relationship, okay, the right way, the dog's state of mind, intercepting, interrupting, but the moment of contact. So, but here's the thing. He's talking about privacy issues here. I read a couple of comments where, people want to see like the whole thing. Well, if you see this, understand when you see this, then you don't have to see the whole thing because you already know that it's not gonna line up anyway. I mean, just understand that. But the privacy issue, well, I would say, he's already showing the owners are already on the video here. So yeah, let's see the rest of it. Okay, but I pretty much guarantee it's going to look like the seminar video. So if you line up all this stuff, you can fill in the gaps from these balanced dog trainers. So understand the dog training world's in a mess for a reason. Balanced dog trainers are compromised. They're all over the place. But, I talk about there is a standard. Okay, there is truth. Okay, there is, those core ingredients. They need to come in the right way. But it isn't about balanced training. Understand that. So again, understand that, you see this, just understand, ask the questions like, what is going on here? But right from the moment of contact, you can see what's going on because, moment of contact, those core ingredients, again, being dialed into the relationship, engaging this dog's state of mind. Those are the things that are absolutely 100% missing by way of balanced dog training. Thanks for watching.